This will be our troubleshooting segment. You get in the truck, you start it up, and you want to lift the plow. You turn on the PTO, nothing's going to happen. Why is nothing happening? Well, first, you need at least 90 psi on your air pressure tanks for the PTO to work. Next, are the chains hooked up? Did you check the front of the truck? Is everything hooked up the way it's supposed to be? Once you get that air pressure up, you raise the plow when it comes up. Now you want to check before you leave, does it turn left to right? If it doesn't turn left to right, we need to go outside and look at the couplings. Pause. Things that control left to right, you want to make sure that they're in right and that they don't pull off. If they're not in right, they're going to pull right out. If those work and they're on, and then it's going to be something else, then you need to see the shop. But 99% of the time, it's that one of these two couplings is not connected properly. And that's why you can't swing it left to right. So, we're operating the spreader and it's not working. We have a problem. We're not sure what the problem is yet. Because we're not moving and we want to see what the problem is, you got to be in the manual mode. Make sure it's not in pause. You should be seeing something coming off the back of the truck. That auger and spinner should be working. If it's not working, make sure the PTO is on. PTO is on. Drop the plow down, lift it up. Make sure that the PTO is working. Even though the switch is on, doesn't always mean that it's working. If that happens, then we have a problem in the back. If the plow doesn't lift, shut the PTO off, turn the PTO on, and see if that resets your PTO. If nothing happens, then we're going to go in the back, and the plow did lift, we're going to go in the back, and we're going to check out, make sure that all our couplings to our hydraulic lines are connected properly. If any of them pull off, then that means they weren't going to flow fluid, so that's why your system wasn't working. You need to clean off the coupling, put the coupling back on. You need to have the PTO off also when you're doing that. Make sure the PTO is off so that the system's not charged, or you're not going to get that coupling on. Come back in, turn on your PTO, turn this on manual, turn this on, and see if you have operation of the spreader. If you still don't, then what you're going to do is shut the truck off, turn the truck back on, turn the PTO back on, and start it all over again to see if you needed to reboot it. While you're outside the truck, just take a look and make sure there's no hydraulic fluid laying around underneath the truck and that you don't have a hydraulic leak going to your spinner or your spreader underneath the truck. There are hoses that run underneath the truck that this control box operates. If you don't have anything moving in the back, your spreader and your auger are not working. Those are the things you want to check. You got your load, you're out and you're spreading, and it looks like there's an excessive amount of salt coming out. Check your settings, make sure your settings are right. Hit pause. You walk to the back of the truck and we're going to make sure that the door that controls where the auger is coming out, the feed is coming out, that the door is in the proper position. The back of this truck, we want to make sure that we have the proper opening of the door. Sometimes when we spin out the truck, the door will be opened up all the way. It lets you spin out the insert a lot quicker. But the operator doesn't remember to close the door down. We want about 1 3/4 inches, 2 inches the most, where it's going to be. So if you are going to open up this door, you want to make sure that you know where it was before you opened it and put it back in the same spot after you're done. Different doors, and we're going to go look at those now. Particular Tenco style spreader, you actually have to come over and look through the letters and make sure that the door is down. You want it about 1 3/4 inches. The handles to close the doors on that side, they're really hard to do, and what happens is somebody will open it and they don't have the patience to close it. Now when that door is all the way open, if it's open 10 inches, 10 inches of salt is coming out down that chute and spreading out. Entirely too much. It's not effective, and it's a waste of money and a waste of effort.